It's week 5 of the National Football League, and we'll see Kirk Cousins. He's going to have to air it out plenty this week. It's the Falcons and the Bucs on Thursday night.
First opened in 2017. Here's a look inside the one-of-a-kind setting for football. That is Mercedes-Benz Stadium here in Atlanta, the home of the Falcons. So good to have you with us. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson, Greg Wild, first month of the calendar in the NFL. Had some great games, some finishes that were pretty special, the usual surprises. Now, we hit October, and like you say, this is where the season really gets going.
Yeah, doesn't it just feel like on the NFL calendar, every month kind of has its own vibe, right? It's September, you're just starting to figure out how good you are. You don't even know how good your own team is, let alone the rest of the league. But once the calendar page turns to October, things start to become a little bit more clear. We know.
The veteran Nick Folk about ready to get this show started. And off we go here on a Thursday night. On the return, here's Isaiah Pacheco. Oh, he's got room past the 30. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. The Falcons led out by their quarterback, Kirk Cousins. One of the big moves in the offseason, Atlanta acquiring Cousins in free agency. He had 6 years in Washington, the last 6 in Minnesota, and now he begins his run this season with the Falcons.
Really solid all-around performance last week, Mike, and I think the biggest factor that led to the win is his ability to continue to protect the football. He executed the offense, ran it exactly how they designed all week in practice. Now, it might not have been earth-shattering performance statistically. They got the win. If he can continue to play that style of ball, it's going to be a tough group to match up with. Well, they've come out swinging here on this opening drive through the air, and that's exactly what they wanted to do. Generate some early chunk plays and try to get some points.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Cousins. That is taken in by the veteran, Mike Evans. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. Now, whistles here. Looks like one of the defenders got a head start.
Still first down.
So, a lot of options on the table now. It's 1st and 5. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. He's going to tuck it and go.
Well, let's give credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was nowhere to go with the ball for that quarterback. He had no choice but to just tuck it down himself, and he's able only to pick up a short gain.
Looked like movement over there on the left side, and the flag is down. Play action now. It's Cousins. That's to the tight end, Charlie Kolar. And the Falcons are going to have a first and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Contact up front. Did they get one of the defenders to jump? So now then, first and goal from the 1. No handoff. He'll keep it himself. And he will not get in from there. In fact, I think he was shoved backwards a little bit.
The key to running the read option, Mike, is that the timing has to be just right. If it's too slow getting going, a lot of the times defenders can get in the backfield and cause havoc. And that's exactly what happened here.
Oh, no chance there. Under a heavy rush, he goes down.
That last sack is exactly why defensive coaches preach over and over. Just play the next down. Just continue to make them snap the ball again. You're one big defensive play from changing everything about this drive. And what once looked like a promising drive, following that sack, looks a little bit different now.
So the last two plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. There's Evans. He's got it. He's going to get this down to the 8, but that is it. Defense holds him there, and they force 4th down. Out is Justin Tucker to try the field goal. This about as short as you can get. Tucker's kick is good. And the Falcons are out to an early 3-0 lead.
You know, they did a lot of good things on this opening drive, Mike. I know they stalled out once they got down there into the red zone. They're going to need to work on finishing some of these drives as this game moves along. But that's a good 3 points to start this game.
And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. So the Tampa Bay offense set to work for the first time in this one. They'll be led by the man from Oregon who started his career at Auburn, quarterback Bo Nix.
A lot of things jump off the tape when you watch last week, Mike, but it was really just the overall execution of the game plan that stuck out the most. I mean, not only did he get them in the end zone a handful of times, he protected the ball, and he routinely exploited the weaknesses that they found during the week on film. He's going to be looking to do the same thing over these next 4 quarters. If he's successful, they're going to have a shot to leave here with another win.
Here's a 2nd and 9. They send Freiermuth, the tight end, in motion. Once again, it's Mostert. And he's going to be very close to a first down. That's a good run there. Maybe just a couple of feet short. Here's 3rd down and a few inches. Throwing is Nix. He's got a receiver. It's Addison. And he's going to be out of bounds just past the marker. The ball was in the proper place for a new set of downs. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. They'll go play action with Nix. He's going to let one fly for Addison. Working out of the gun, it's Nix. That's into the hands of Gabe Davis. So after the loss on 1st, here's 2nd and 14. Now Nick's going to look to throw. They'll try to set up the screen to Mostert. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. But think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often. So that might be his first target. But I don't think it's going to be his last.
On 1st down, here's Nix to throw. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. On the handoff, this is Mostert. And he's close to the 1st down. Gets 4 yards on the gain, but it will bring up 3rd down. 3rd and a yard. They'll throw. It's Nix. Has his man. It's Samuel. And he will have the 1st down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8. From the shotgun, here's Nix. That is caught. What a throw. Curtis Samuel. Touchdown, Buccaneers. It's his 3rd touchdown on the year.
All week, we're going to see this play be run over and over as a highlight of the quarterback and the receiver. But, Mike, the part that people don't give enough credit to, in order to get a downfield shot, you have to have time, and what a great job by the offensive line, allowing the quarterback to be comfortable enough in the pocket. Let those deeper routes develop, be on time and accurate with the ball, and that's why this play is going to be a highlight all week. Let's give the big guys up front some credit.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. On the return, here is Ainias Smith. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Falcons offense going to take over now for the second time. They trail by 4. A touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10. Here comes the third-year man out of Michigan State, Kenneth Walker. He is met and dropped. Good defense. Loss of a couple on that play.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. Here's the third-year man, Isaiah Pacheco.
Penetration is the key to run defense. Stop the running back before he has a chance to get started. That's exactly how it played out here.
Cousins out of the gun on 3rd down. It's complete to Evans. And they were hoping for a little more on that one. Brought down well short of the first. So it'll bring up 4th down. The Falcons getting their punter out there. This brought in out past the 20. And it'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. The Buccaneers offense ready for their second possession. The lead sits at 4. So they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. Open man downfield. It's Addison. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
We talk so much about starting fast and then trying to sustain that throughout the course of the game. That's exactly what they're doing here. They've got the early lead, but they're not content to just sit on the ball. They're looking to extend it. Nice start here to this drive. Once they cross midfield, then it goes into go mode. You're trying to come away with points every single time you have the ball. It's a good way to start this game here in the 1st quarter.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this 1st quarter. 1 quarter in the books here on a Thursday night. The Bucs have the early lead. Greg and I back in Atlanta after this. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. They'll run straight ahead with Mostert. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one. They're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. Nix from the gun on 3rd down. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Here's the quarterback doing everything in his power to extend this play, and none of his guys could get open. You got to see someone separate, work with your quarterback, go into scramble second reaction mode, and let's also give some credit to the back end doing a nice job plastering with their assignment, and he had no choice but to throw it away.
Here comes the Atlanta offense now. They get set to take over once more. They'll have a long field ahead of them as they start 1st and 10. The man in motion is Watson. They go play action with Cousins. He'll take a shot for Watson. That'll be batted away. Incomplete. Coverage very strong defensively. It's 2nd down. Straight ahead, it's Walker. And that will get him back on schedule. Good pickup of 7, sets up 3rd and 3.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Cousins to throw. That's caught. It's the tight end, Everett. And he's going to have the first down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on third down. Cousins going to throw. That is incomplete.
He decides to go with the safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
Second down, Cousins. He's got his big target, Everett.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains. It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
And that's a nice job of getting to him, making sure that return was not going anywhere. Set to go now on 1st and 10. To throw is Nix. To the left side here, caught by Addison. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there. Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, second and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
On second down, it's Nix. That's caught. Right side, it's Freiermuth.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
He's going to air this out for Davis. And that is incomplete. Gabe Davis, the intended receiver, and it's going to lead to 4th down. Here's Jake Bailey now, and he'll be looking for something better after that poor first punt. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. The Falcons offense ready to get back at it. Will try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. The man in motion is Watson. Open man downfield. Chase has it. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield.
These crossing concepts are frequently used, Mike, throughout the entire game, all across the league. And what it does is it creates a lot of natural rubs. You run out the backside of the defense and rely heavily on the yards after the catch, and it's exactly how they're able to pick up this big gain.
Cousins now to throw on 1st down. Down the field, it's Evans. And they're going to get this ball down to the 20-yard line.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Play action now. It's Cousins. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
He gets it to Jonathan Mingo. And the Falcons are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Working out of the gun, it's Cousins. This one caught at the 4. And they'll get this down to the 3, but no further. It'll be 2nd and goal. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. Ball at the 3, 2nd down and goal. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. Cousins. That is caught by the tight end. Touchdown, Falcons. Greg, it's the quarterback's best friend, and you were that guy for a lot of years. The tight end in a tight area with man coverage.
Yeah, and it's really twofold, Mike, right? First and foremost, we see so many of these tight ends around the league that now have gotten to the point where one-on-one matchups, that's advantage offense. But then even in the cases they don't create great separation, Mike, it's their size, their catch radius. It's such a friendly target for the quarterback that when things get tight in the red zone, they look to the tight end.
Out there is Tucker, and he'll kick this one away after the touchdown was scored. This is fielded inside the 5. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. Here's the Tampa Bay offense. They're going to take over once more. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides. This drive kicks off with 1st and 10.
When you can get this level of run support out of your secondary, Mike, man, what an advantage for any defense. This defensive back clearly reads run, gets off his block, and he's able to take down the back for a loss of yards.
And he's able to sidestep his way forward and pick up 4. What can they do here on 3rd down and 7? Working out of the gun, it's Nix. Samuel has it working the middle. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a 1st down. Throwing, Nix. Going right back to Samuel. He's got it again.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So
a throw right side is intercepted. Picked off by Brandon Stevens. And he's going to be out of bounds, but he has his offense set up in great field position inside the red zone.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But, boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
1st and 10. Now, Cousins. There's Evans. He's got it. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8. They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2.
At the 7-yard line.
Here's a handoff to Walker. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes to play in the 1st half of a 3-point game. Back with more of this Thursday opener after this. They'll try and throw for it on 3rd and 1. And this is going to be incomplete. That's great work to get in there and make things difficult defensively, setting up a 4th down. Cousins. And he's in. Mike Evans. Touchdown, Atlanta. So the turnover turns into a quick touchdown, and Greg, that's exactly how you want your offense to take care of business.
Anytime your defense can create those sudden change situations, Mike, absolutely, you have to take advantage of it. 1 second, you're sitting on the bench, going over your next drive. All of a sudden, after that turnover, you've got to be able to get out on the field and go. Take advantage of the short field, and results in a nice touchdown.
There is Tucker, and he'll kick this one away after the touchdown was scored. Here comes a return from the 3. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Nix, now to throw it here on first down. Open man is Davis. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete. Pat Fryermuth, the intended receiver. It's second down. From the shotgun, here's Nix. He'll find Mostert out of the backfield. He's to the 15. And he will go all the way. Raheem Mostert. Touchdown, Tampa. Well, they get the running back out of the backfield, and Greg, we find him in the end zone, a touchdown pass.
Mike, we call those short throw, long run. It's every quarterback's dream. He's able to get the ball out of his hand to his intended target, and in this case, this guy, he does the rest.
Now, Folk, on for the extra point. He's got it. And the Bucs are back to within a field goal. It's 17-14.
Buccaneers 14.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. The Falcons offense and veteran receiver Mike Evans getting set for this drive. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. To throw is Cousins. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. Cousins now. He'll drop this underneath to Pacheco. And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45. Now a timeout, Atlanta. That's their first. And they'll stop it just over a minute remaining in this first half. On first down, Cousins. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
He was trying to get it to Jamar Chase. Now it's going to be third down. Cousins to throw. That's caught. It's Evans. Catch number 7 so far in this one. And a first down. Here's Cousins. That's to the tight end, Kohler. And he's going to have a first down. They get into field goal range here at the 29. Cousins. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
So defensively, there's always the initial pass coverage plan. And then when that breaks down and the quarterback goes into scramble mode, how fast can you then move on to the second phase and what they call plaster, meaning find the nearest receiver and almost play him man-to-man. And it's exactly what they did here. And there was nowhere for the ball to go, and he's forced to just throw it away.
After back-to-back incompletions, they now face 3rd down and 10. There's that man again. Another catch.
A 4-yard gain. It's 4th down. Justin Tucker on for the
Now the Falcons will use their 3rd final timeout. Out is Justin Tucker to try the field goal. This will be a 41-yard attempt. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. So we've reached halftime here on our Thursday nighter to start the new NFL week. As we'll send you down to Orlando now, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Mike, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Greg in just a moment. But first, let's give everybody a look at what's coming up later this weekend around the NFL. Some great games on the docket for this first weekend in the next few days here in October. One being at Tottenham Hotspur Stadium in London. The early start between the Jets and the Vikings. Good games in the late afternoon as well. One being out in Santa Clara, where it'll be the 49ers taking on the Arizona Cardinals. And lastly, on Monday Night Football, just one game this week. The Saints and Chiefs at Arrowhead, set to kick off at 7:15 Central Time. For the Falcons in the first half, they were led by their quarterback, the veteran Kirk Cousins. He came on after a slow start to fire 2 second-quarter touchdown passes and give his guys the lead at the intermission.
Coach, thanks. This one's still anyone's game. We'll see who can come out with the hot hand in this second half. About to get started. He'll start at the 4. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. The Buccaneers offense, and Bo Nix getting ready to go back to work. And he has been in control of this offense. Want to run you through some of the action from earlier on. You've got the 2 touchdown passes, over 200 passing yards. He has been excellent all game long. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. They'll start on the ground with Mostert. And he tries to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not happen here. He's going to lose a yard. Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Here's Nix to throw. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. A tough spot here. 3rd and long. Nix from the gun on 3rd down. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. There's Kirk Cousins. He and the Falcons set for their next drive. And he has been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been picked apart. That is borne out in those impressive numbers. He has been terrific. Nowhere to go. He is taken down.
When you can win so fast as an edge rusher, you put so much pressure on the quarterback to speed everything up. He can sense that pressure coming either from his front or back side. It either speeds up and leads to an errant throw, or in this case, it leads to a sack.
Well, they'll get some of the sack yardage back, but it's still going to leave them with 3rd down. Throwing his Cousins. And this drive is over before it can start. He's swallowed up to force fourth down.
Outside of a turnover, this was probably the worst case scenario. Immediate pressure in his face with nowhere to go with the ball downfield. Just get the ball out of your hand. Live to play another down. Instead, he retreats backwards and leads to a massive loss.
The Falcons send their punting unit out, as he'll hit this from just outside of his own goal line. Fair catch is called for and made just inside the 35-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10. They'll go play action with Nix. He's going to air this out for Davis.
I think that's one of those cases where he just tried to put a little bit too much on it and fit it into that window, Mike, and sails it high. Give his guy a chance to bring that one down. Put that ball on his chest and help him secure that catch. At this level, when you're that open, that ball has to be completed.
The first-round pick looking right at home in this offense. It's a first down.
First down, Tampa Bay.
They'll throw. It's Nix. This pass, right side, going to be caught by Addison.
I wouldn't be surprised if some point here in the future, Mike, this quarterback drops back. It looks like the same old hitch route underneath we've seen a few times, and they give a pump fake and go. You can lull a defense to sleep with a lot of these underneath quick game passes, and once you do, you can try to go for the big one.
Here's 3rd and 2. They'll try to run it here with Mostert. And they pick it up. He's to the 42-yard line, and the drive continues. First down.
In real time from up here, Mike, I couldn't tell whether or not he got it at first glance, but I think after seeing the replays we have up here, it looked like he and his blockers got just enough, and they're going to be able to keep this drive alive.
And they'll take this down inside the 35.
It's a gain of 10. And the Buccaneers first down.
On first down, here's Nix to throw. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. It's actually the easiest down in football to operate in. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd down?
They'll throw here on 3rd and short yardage. He's got his tight end. That's Freiermuth. That's 2 catches on this drive. This one for 10 yards and a first down.
3rd down is when we see so many tight ends around the league really make their money. They operate in the middle of the field. They're a big, easy target for the quarterback. And even if they are covered, Mike, they're not really ever covered.
They'll run out of the gun. This is Mostert. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. They'll stay on the ground with Mostert. Changing direction there as he's able to pick up 3. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. Converted twice on 3rd down already on this drive. Now can they do it for a 3rd time? Off the play fake, here's Nix. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
I know this play results in an incomplete pass, but I think this is a really good job by the quarterback. His clock was going off. He felt that rush. He had no immediate target to go to with the ball. Instead, throw it away. Don't take the sack. Live for another day. It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
Here's Smith to return it. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Falcons offense and Kirk Cousins heading back on the field. And he's had it going in the first half. Really had his way with the secondary. They have been powerless to stop him. Now, they're trying to keep it going. He'll check that down to Pacheco. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 32-yard line.
Second down, Cousins. Our throw here, right side, falls incomplete.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far. Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Davis heading in motion. Right away, they'll try a jet sweep. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a first down. A pickup of 9. A good spot here. 2nd and a yard. Play action now. It's Nix. He gets it to Samuel, left side. That's catch number 5 tonight, and it's good for a first down.
Throwing with anticipation, it not only requires the confidence in both your accuracy and the timing, but it also forces the receiver to be on time and where the quarterback expects you.
Raheem Morris consulting with his staff above, and they decide to throw the challenge flag here. At issue, was he able to stay in bounds? The NFL rules, you're looking for either 2 feet or a body part that is not a hand to be down with possession of the ball. No bobbling, the ball not moving around. He has control, so that's what the referee is looking at here. So the challenge is not successful, and that will cost them the first of their 3 timeouts for the half. A first down throw for Nix. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. A run here with Mostert. And it'll be a pickup of 3. So 3rd down, forthcoming. Working out of the gun, it's Nix. And he's got it. And he'll be out of bounds at the 5. A big play and a much-needed one as well. 37 yards.
Well, he certainly didn't look like a rookie on that long completion, Mike. Not only his ability to scan the field and find his favorable matchup, but he was able to hit his downfield target in the perfect spot that led to that big gain.
Here's Mostert. He'll be wrapped up there down at the 3-yard line. A little closer. Here's 2nd and goal. One more time with Mostert. And he won't quite get in. Down to the 1, setting up 3rd and goal. To throw is Nix. That's to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They went for it all on that one and just a little bit off. Ball winds up hitting the ground. They've got to move forward. The opportunities are out there. Better execution, better location, and they got some big plays in their future.
And this is hot. Wow, the decision to go pays off. Jordan Addison, touchdown, Tampa Bay.
And this is where the threat of run just opens up everything else in your offense, especially when you have a premier back lined up behind center. And this is one of those cases where the defense is so worried about how do we stop this ground game. They don't have enough guys to account for everyone in the passing game, and results in an easy touchdown.
Makes the score Buccaneers 24, Falcons 20.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. A return now from the 4. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
On first and 10, Cousins. That's going to be incomplete, and the clock will stop. Likely one more play in this third quarter. Now a second down throw for Cousins. And that is incomplete. They couldn't hook up there. As time has expired, the third quarter has come to an end. Big play coming up. This is third down. Working out of the gun, it's Cousins. And that is incomplete.
Not exactly the type of drive to write home about, Mike. 3 passes, 3 incompletions, no yards gained. And I really can't blame any of these fans who have continued to voice their frustration, especially after that last series of play calls.
And not much doing there. They made sure he would not get free. The Bucs offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. They'll begin with first and 10. On the ground, it's Mostert to start this drive. And he's fighting to try to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not do it. This is going to be a loss of a yard.
At this stage in the fourth quarter, great job by the defense, understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
On second down, it's Nix. We'll find Mostert out of the backfield.
There's a lot of ways to get the ball in the hands of your running backs, and it's not always by just handing it to them. In this case, it's a simple check down, picks up a good gain, brings up third down.
From the shotgun, here's Nix. And this is going to be incomplete. That's great work to get in there and make things difficult defensively, setting up a fourth down. Kicking time for the Bucs. They'll punt it away as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a fourth quarter lead. A fair catch signaled, and they'll have it just outside their own 20. The home team's offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. They'll start out first down and 10. Cousins gonna throw. Quick throw out wide. It's caught. And he's going to be marked down up around the 33. So they come to the line for first down and 10. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable second down.
Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
And the Falcons first down. First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Here's Cousins. Oh, he coughs up the football. And it's recovered by one of his teammates.
Sometimes these games in the NFL, Mike, they get decided by simply how the ball bounces. I mean, how often do we see a quarterback in the pocket get strip sack, and that ball ends up going the other direction? Fortunately for them, they can regroup, get back in the huddle, and live another day. Ball falls into the hands of his own guy, and they'll see if they can dodge this bullet.
Cousins now on second down. There's that man again. Another catch. And he'll be taken down after a gain of 9 and third down. Coming up. Cousins to throw. He dives, and what a catch for the first down. Give him 16 there. And a first down. From the 39, here's a first and 10. To throw is Cousins. This one complete. Right side, it's Watson. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. They'll stick to the ground. He'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
Mike, I have to be honest. When offenses come up with run-play designs, blocking the corner is not really a big priority. But in this case, great job not only forcing it on the outside, but defeating the block, coming up and making the tackle, and keeping it to no gain.
3rd and 6. Throwing now, Cousins. Oh, a loose football. And the defense has it. Well, the ball comes out, and the scramble for it, it ends up becoming a turnover, and the offense walks off the field disappointed with that fumble.
Mike, when you look at a stat sheet at the end of the game and you want to determine which team wins and which team loses, at the top of the list is ball security. Which team does a better job protecting it, and which team does a better job taking it away.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Here's a handoff to Mostert. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. They give it to Mostert. And he'll take this ahead for a gain of about 5. And here comes 3rd down. Now a toss to Mostert, heading left. Looking for room out on the edge. He's not going to find it. As a matter of fact, I think they tracked him down behind the line of scrimmage. Good job by the defense, and it's 4th down.
I'd like to see that running back be a little bit more decisive with his cut, Mike. You can see he was a little hesitant, and once you're late making that decision, you just kind of get strong laterally. Great job there by the defense, and he has no choice but to take that loss.
That's going to be out of bounds, no return, and the drive's going to start from just inside the 20-yard line. The home team's offense and their wide receiver getting ready to get back to work. They'll do so with 1st and 10. Cousins now. And this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
So after surrendering their 6th sack of the game, I looked down on the sideline, Mike, and found their offensive line coach. He grabbed his headset, removed it, and he slammed it on the ground. And truthfully, I don't blame him. His unit has been getting worked up front all day in pass protection.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Throwing is Cousins. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
So, 2 minutes to play here in the second half. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. Here we go. This is 4th down. They'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. They had their chance. They took it there. Look, they're trailing late. Got to let it fly. This will wind up a turnover on downs. The Bucs offense ready for this next possession. They'll begin with the football in the red zone already as the defense has their back to the wall to start this drive. A zone read here, and he's going to keep this himself. And he will do it himself. He's in. Bo Nix. Touchdown, Buccaneers.
And that's exactly how you stress all week, finishing a game. Get the ball and leave no doubt. But that late touchdown, Mike, that should all but just seal this victory away.
Folks, extra point is good. And the Buccaneers will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Here's Smith to return it. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The home team's offense ready to take over possession of the football. And look, they've been out of sorts throughout, Greg. They haven't had any answer for this pass rush all game.
Yeah, and it's really showing up in the sacks and also just in their ability to prevent any yards, any completions. This has just been a dominant pass defense performance here, and everything starts with the rush. The quarterback's uncomfortable. The clock gets sped up. He's got guys in his face. It's a lot easier to play defensive back and in some of these coverage units when you know that ball's got to come out fast. And right now, they're teeing off and taking advantage of it.
And he's taken down, but just shy of midfield. Falcons go ahead and take their second timeout, and they'll have a chance to talk things over after picking up that first down.
It's been tough sledding for this offense all day today, Mike, but especially here in the second half. So they are just in desperate need of a spark, just something to get their offense into a little bit of a rhythm if they want to have any chance to find themselves back.
And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long. Cousins. To the left side, caught by Chase.
This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
This one, deep downfield for Chase. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down. Cousins. That's going to be caught. And this is not going to do it. The defense comes through here in the final minute. And it may just be enough to get them a victory.
So the key to this play is when you're going to play pass coverage and you're going to drop in depth, you have to understand if the quarterback drops the ball off short, you need to rally tackle. You need to limit the run after the catch. Don't let that receiver pick up the first down. That's exactly what this defense was able to do in this situation. Tackle him short of the chains, force the turnover on downs.
Only one timeout remaining for the defense as they take a knee. Now the Falcons will use their third and final timeout, and they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in this one. Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. So a win here for the visiting Bucks. They get the home victory here in the division in the first of their 2 scheduled matchups. A chance to go for the season sweep on the road later in the season. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say good night from Atlanta.